vinyl community. YouTube, how you doing out there? Hey there. This is the COVID edition of Vinyl Finds. You gotta be safe here, so. Oh my God, I had my mind shields off. You guys could actually see into my soul for a minute there. How's it going out there? You guys being safe? Contrary to what you guys might, I see everybody's putting videos out. They're saying they're at home. They're like putting out all these videos, have all this extra time on their hands. Nothing's changed for me. I've had to work both my jobs. I work at the hospital, so I'm actually there every day just like usual. My video store job is still on. So yeah, nothing's changed. I don't have all the extra time to do videos, so well, let's get on with this. I'm gonna take the mind shields off and the mask because I am fogging up so badly. Let's get the mask off first. You guys might notice something else missing from my face, but I'm not gonna tell you. Woo! Whew! Dang, that was hot. Oh, I can see you guys now because I'm not fogged up. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Vinyl community. All right, got a lot of stuff to do here, so I got to get moving. I got a little bit of VCLT, got some Vinyl Finds, and just want to give you an overall update that Cosmic Brian and the Cosmic Vinyl and the Cosmic Realm is still alive and kicking. All right, here we go. Off with the glasses. Oh, ouch. Oh, it hurts so bad. My eyes. Oh my God, I lost my glasses that time. I knew that was going to happen one time or another. All right, here we go. Let's start this off with, I don't even know what I'm doing here. This is all, I'm winging the shit out of this, so I hope everybody's okay out there. You know, we've had to adjust our lifestyles and our lives so drastically over the last month or so. And I'm so glad to see that everybody out there is doing okay. I just want you guys to know that all is well in the realm. And boy, I'll tell you what, I've scored a lot of vinyl over the last, even since St. Louis. But I'm taking a break from showing the St. Louis stuff and gonna show some antique show and antique shop and flea market stuff. So I'm just gonna jump right in because I'm gonna try something a little different here. I know I usually tell a little bit about the band and I give a little history, but I'm gonna kind of skip that. You guys can do your own history on the band. I'll just talk a little bit about the album and its release and stuff. That way, you know, my videos tend to get a little long. So here it is already. I'm probably about 3 or 4 minutes in, no record yet, but I'm gonna change that right this minute. So here we go. I've picked up a few things. You know, I've seen a couple of videos where people have picked up some records at some antique shops and stuff. We have a place in town. He does have antiques. He does have other lots. He sells anything that people collect. So he has toys, records, DVDs, furniture. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff in his store. But he also sells tools and stereo equipment. I mean, the place is a virtual flea market in a store. So, but I go down there quite a bit because I look through his albums, and lately he's gotten all these great hauls of vinyl. So there's still so much there I want to get, just can't afford it. So I'm going to show some of the stuff that I got and a couple things I got from a flea market. So some of this stuff is, you know, pretty cool. Some you might not think so, but I'm just gonna show it off. So, all right, first album is this. This is a group called Fresh. The album is called Omniverse. This is like rock, funk, soul. It's got a little, you know, some jazz elements to it. I love that cover though. It's got like this, you know, anything with a spacecraft on it is definitely you know, the Cosmic Brian's all about that. And then there's the band there. They look like a, you know, kind of a funk band, kind of. They, you know, they're racially integrated and kind of like War and like Rare Earth, that type of thing. They're on the label that they're on. Let me show this. I love this. Even the label has like a funkiness to it. It's Prodigal Records. It must be a part of Motown, because it's got Motown copyright all over it. So yeah, this is the band's third album. They're kind around the time that they were releasing their first 3 albums. Disco was quite popular. This band refused to compromise, you know, their vision for this rocking. It's a fusion of rock and funk and soul and R&B, and they, you know, kind of the roots are kind of like in a Sly and the Family Stone vein or a Rare Earth. And but they absolutely refuse to compromise their vision as that kind of band to sell records. And unfortunately, after this album, that they pretty much called it quits. But these guys, look how cool they look. That guy's got the Afro factor. For me, he's very high on the Afro factor there. So definitely cool. But this was actually produced by Michael Nesmith of the Monkees, and you know, he's done a lot of production and a lot of different things. He actually was one of the founding fathers of MTV, if you didn't know that. But anyway, this has got stuff, got a couple of covers on it. Hold On, I'm Coming. I believe that's I'm trying to think. That's a Sam and Dave song, I believe. And then Boney Maroney by Larry Williams is another cover. And those are great versions of both of those. And then, of course, they have all the rest of it is original stuff. But this, you know, this is, the singer is all rock. It's a rock vocals. The guitar is all rock. But the bass is uncompromisingly just funk. Funk bass, rock guitars, rock vocals, and if you're a fan of rock and R&B, then you'll like this. But you have to be a fan of both. You can't just be one or the other. So I enjoy this, man. I thought it was really good, and you know, I'll spin this occasionally. God, it was in great shape. The record was minty, and so is the cover. So whoever had that took really good care of it. Next one is... Now, I know you've all heard of this one. This is the Brothers Johnson. Yep, Brothers Johnson with Right on Time. And look at those brothers' outfits right there. Those outfits, the gold... like silk or lame or whatever that is right on time. And gentleman right there, the Afro meter scores quite high with me. There's the back cover there, same setup, just blurry. But this came with kind of a cool inner sleeve, and it also came with a booklet. Basically kind of about the album and the band. They were produced, you know, they had toured with like Bobby Womack. They toured with the Supremes. They were basically discovered and put into the studio by Quincy Jones. And I'm just going to show you this. There's some great stills of the brothers there. One brother is George Lightning Licks Johnson. The other brother is Louis E. Thunder Thumbs Johnson. So you got your guitar player and you've got your bass player. And boy, I'll tell you what, they are absolute. I mean, there's Afro all over the place. I love it. And wait till you see these pictures. Look at that, man. These guys are funkified in every way. And then there's the band there. Absolutely killer stuff. Oh, man. That guy right there even looks like he looks like Sly Stone, that guy right there. And look at that round. Love it. Check the guys out on the back there with their leather outfits there. Yeah, this has the lyrics in it and the you know, the thank yous and the liner notes and stuff in here. So yeah, this is really, and look how minty that is. I mean, that's the whole thing. And in just A&M Records there. So this is the album I want to get right there by the Brothers Johnson. I think it's out. Look out for number 1. I think that might be their first record. And there's some Quincy Jones records on. I love to look at these inner sleeves and see these other groups and stuff I drool over that I want. But this is kind of, you know, when I listened to this, the first side just seemed like a soft funk at best. It was kind of a smooth funk, not your like funky funk, you know, like your Parliament or your Funkadelic or your like BT Express or any of that, those kind of groups. But then you flip it over to side 2 and it opens up with Strawberry Letter 23, which is an amazing song written by Shuggie Otis, and I think I like the original better, but these guys won a Grammy for Best R&B Performance for the Strawberry Letter 25, so, or 23. Oh my God, how stupid am I? But, you know, at first I thought, God, this lacks the punch, you know, the real funk. But then side 2 redeems the whole album for me, and just some really good funkified stuff there. So, yeah, I dig. Brothers Johnson gets a 2 thumbs up for sure. And I will be looking for that other album. They have a couple albums I want to get too, so I'll be looking for those. This one was probably something that's not usually right up my alley, but 2 things got me to buy this at the flea market. One thing was it was $1, and it was in great shape. And the second thing, I actually thought the name of this band, I thought, God, these guys got to be like a new wave or something, but, and I seem to remember the name. This is Spyro Gyra, and this cover is very cool. It's got, I'll see if I can open it up. It's like a fairy or something sitting on or a pixie sitting on a saxophone laying in the jungle there. Cool artwork, definitely. Lots of hidden little imps and stuff all over in the brush there, but this is probably not something I would listen to all the time, but definitely very well produced. The musicianship is top shelf for sure. This is like a smooth jazz fusion kind of stuff. I'm sure there's lots of you out there that are jazz aficionados that know who Spyro Gyra, or what is it? Spyro Gyra. Anyway, it's like I said, it's a smooth jazz. This was released in 1980, went gold in 85. Got some, like I said, some great musicianship. I'd say it has like some funky moments. I wouldn't call it funk by any means, but it does have some funky moments there. And on every song, I mean, here's just for the seeing impaired, the liner notes are huge on the gatefold. But as you can see, in every song, there's about 1 million guys that are involved in playing on the songs. So yeah, crazy stuff. But I love, like, there's some saxophone on here that sounds really good, and but you know, probably not. I mean, I'll keep it around because it's cool, but probably not something I'll spin like all the time. So All right, this is the next thing that's going to bring me into the VCLT. It ties in, it'll tie into each other. So this album is called Klaatu, and actually I remember they used to play this album on our college radio station when I was in high school. We have a junior college here in town with a radio station. And by the way, speaking of Left of the Dial college radio, Steve Carlson's got a really good video about some Left of the Dial stuff. So if you can find that, I'm sure you've all seen it already. I'm probably way behind. I'm in behind, and I mean, you all have been doing videos, watching videos, and I've been working, and I haven't had time to watch anything. Anyway, Klaatu. Let's get back to this. I remember this, and I remember the opening track, Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft, which is just an amazing song. I absolutely love it. Brings a smile to my face every time. But then, I don't know if I've seen, maybe I've seen people show it through the years, but recently, That Old Goat's vinyl showed this on one of his early videos. And I remembered that album, and I had seen it in a store in Des Moines, and I left it behind. I don't know why. I remember I loved the cover and the artwork and stuff, which was done by their friend, a friend of the band, by the way. And I left it behind for some reason. And then when I seen That Old Goat show this, I thought, well, next time I see that, I'm getting it. Sure enough, it showed up here locally for a price that I could deal with, like about $10 or so. So I picked it up, and this is a really good record. Speaking of That Old Goat's vinyl, I don't know how he got my address. I mean, I'm cool with it. Shoot, I don't even care. I will post my address in the comment section on my videos. I don't even care. I mean, I'm not worried about somebody coming to my house or unwanted guests. I'm sure that hell, I want people to know where I live. If they want to stop by, if they want to send stuff, send it away. But anyway, it's got my address on here, which there it is. But and he wrote Old Goat on a street in a town in a state. So he apparently doesn't want his address shown, but anyway. So anyway, I have not delved into this yet. It looks like something you'd send pictures in rather than vinyl, so I'm not sure what's going to happen here. But I did open it just for the sake of time, but it wasn't going to take much time anyway. But I'm going to start pulling stuff out of here. You know, That Old Goat knows me apparently. I mean, he's paid attention to some of the things that I talk about. But this is, looks like some Gonish sticks, some incense. So yeah, definitely, I'm all about burning the incense, my friend. So yeah, thank you. Appreciate the incense. I'm all about that. What else do we got here? Is this a comic book? It is a comic book. It's a Flintstones comic book. Oh, a little bozo on the back with some 3D. Wait a second. This is a 3D. This comic is 3D. Hell yeah! Look at that. That's 3D right there. This is minty too. What's going on here? There's all kinds of stuff down here. I gotta be careful. I don't want to lose anything. Oh, there's a pair of 3D glasses. This is like a pack of mist. Look at this. I'm taking these off. Oh my God, 3D glasses so I can read the comic. I got it now. Oh my God, that is so killer. I wish you guys could see this. That old goat. That old goat. So I've got 3D glasses. What else we got here? Oh my God, is that a Jaws? Jaws in 3D card from the movie Jaws in 3D. God, that's just like it's right there. Like the shark is gonna bite my nose. This is amazing. It's a 3D pack. Some more cards, Jaws 3D. Bazooka gum. I remember this. This is great. Oh my God, check out these stamps. It's got Elvis, Bill Haley, Richie Valens, Buddy Holly. I mean, this is some, you know, the founders of rock music as we know it on these stamps. This is great. I believe this is a little note here. Finding a gift just isn't easy, so I hope this 3D isn't too cheesy. Yo, goat! This is not too cheesy at all. This is amazing. Make sure there's nothing else. Oh, dust in my eye! I got dust. I think I've been coronavirus. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a terrorist package. But this is great. That how, you know, it doesn't always have to be vinyl. It can be anything. This is, he knows the cosmic. He knows I'm into the cosmicness, and this is cosmic all day. I love it. That's great stuff. I'm gonna wear the 3D glasses for. No, I'm not. I'm starting to get a little vertigo here, so I'm not gonna do that. Plus, I don't want to tear them or anything. Oh, I put my sunglasses back on. I think the Cosmic Brian's gone completely out of his mind. Oh, not again, no. All right, let's get back to it. Anyway, this Klaatu album is amazing. They're a Canadian rock band, oftentimes because of this record called the Canadian Beatles. Now, there's some controversy around this record that some journalists started a rumor that this may, because they don't mention any of their names or anything, everything is produced by Klaatu, composed by Klaatu, no names, no liner notes, just no songwriting credits. It's all just to Klaatu. So a lot of people thought that maybe this was a secret reunion of the Beatles, especially due to a song called Sub Rosa Subway, which sounds very Beatlesque. In fact, there's a lot of Beatlesque stuff on here, but then a lot of it's a stretch, I feel. But this has such great harmonies. It's not prog in a super complex prog sense of the word, but it's proggy in like a fun. It's like prog light. And man, every time I listen to this record, I just smile. I love Interplanetary. Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft. Such a great song. Like I said, it warms me inside and it makes me smile. I could listen to this in the realm all day with my little 3D glasses on and a little of the smoky and some incense. Where am I going? Sorry, I drifted off. You've got to understand. Sometimes the cosmicness takes over and I lose my marbles. But yeah, this is great. Occupants was actually covered by the Carpenters. They did a heck of a job. I think the guys from Klaatu really enjoyed that cover too. I love this. It's fun. It's even kind of glammy. It's prog light. It's poppy, sunshine, prog. Just it's cool effects, great harmonies. Love it. Gonna put that down now. I gotta move on to. Wow, I thought I seen something crawl across the floor. Okay, I'm losing it. It wasn't. Okay, next. I think something came out of that package into my face and I inhaled it. That old goat. Alright, this next one is prog heavy. Not prog heavy, but prog mid. But this is Nectar. Remember the Future. This is a record that I've seen around. I've passed it by a few times. God, I love that. Look at that psychedelic cover with the. I'm gonna turn it here so you guys can get a really good look at it. It's just so amazing. I think if you look close inside there, there's actually like a pixie wiener in there and a bare pixie butt. I don't know, maybe not. But anyway, yeah, the artwork on here is so psychedelic, and it definitely matches what the music within. This is the 4th album by the English prog rockers, Nectar, spelled in the German dialect, as they did originate in Germany. This is basically a concept record with one continuously long song. It's actually 10 tracks, but it just one continues into the next. It's basically Remember the Future Part 1 on side 1, and Remember the Future Part 2 on side 2. And I believe the concept of this, about this blind boy who was granted enlightenment by some extraterrestrials. Oh my God, the cosmic realm sings in unison, in chorus, over the extraterrestrial stuff that we've received here, the gifts that we've received this evening. It's amazing. Check out this gatefold of the band and all their cosmic prog glory. This is melodic. It's beautiful. It also has moments of, not heavy prog, but just some great rock guitars and synthesizers. And man, I feel enlightened just to listen to this. It's even quite funky at times. 1973 release on this. And this, I think, it might be an OG, and I'm happy to have it. I do wish to get the records that came before this. Journey to the Center of the Eye, and the second album, which is A Tab in the Ocean, which has very similar artwork to this. So yeah, this is great stuff. Nectar. Progness. This is my favorite find so far. I got most of these last 3 at this antique shop in town here. Hi Steve at Collections. I know you don't watch my videos, but I've told him about him. I don't know if he's into it, but we'll see. He should be. I buy enough albums from him. This is great. This is Lucifer Black Mass. You might think, oh my God, Cosmic Brian has gone completely satanic. I don't know if you guys can see there's like some symbol. It's black on black, though. I don't know if you guys can see that. And there's the goat head on here. I don't know if you guys, with the pentagram, it's all satanic. But this is a occult moogness right here. It's got voodoo. It's got spaciness. It's got, man, this is Moog at the time when Moog was still new and they were experimenting with Moog. But this is a guy by the name of, what was his name? Mort Garson, and under the name of Lucifer. And it's funny because this guy was a songwriter who wrote songs for Doris Day and Mel Torme before this album. So yeah, but this is, it deals with, it's occultish, but it doesn't have seances or ritual chanting or anything like that. But this is just haunting, otherworldly Moog, electronic, 1970s electronic, spacey, trippy, sinister at times. This is just, he had asking $20 for this. I laid down 15 and he took it. But this is so great. Yeah, I never thought I'd be into this, but I am. I almost picked this up, and there was a Lucifer's Friend album there, a Coven album, not the one you're thinking of, but just some great stuff there that I've got him holding on to for me. Wish you could see the art, but I don't think you can. Anyway, now I'm going to have to delve into the 1970s electronic music because I really dig that Black Mass. So Anyway, that's it, man. I know this is, it's probably gone long again. But there was a lot to show. Thank you, Old Goat, for the VCLT. You guys check out his channel. Always interesting, always entertaining. He has a ventriloquist puppet that trips me out. It talks by itself as it sits on a shelf behind him. He always has something cool going on. Always got cool records on display. Always making tacos on Tuesday. Too many onions, bro. But anyway, all right, you guys, mask up. Be careful out there, and I'm just gonna stay here in the realm where I'm safe. But you guys have a good evening. Have a good day tomorrow. God bless y'all. Stay healthy. Stay strong. Listen to your records. Pray. And I'll be showing some other stuff here soon. Actually, this was what we were showing. I got some little punk rock, new wave. Got some classic rock and roll. My '60s stuff. We got a little bit of everything. I'm gonna show. I got lots to show in the future here, folks. So yeah, some stuff that maybe Vinyl Richie might be into. So we got a lot of stuff to show. So anyway, peace out, y'all. I love you guys out there. Stay healthy. Stay smart. Wash your hands. And for God's sake, listen to vinyl.